continue together next season. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, many things to discuss. Of course, it's Mbappe Day, but also many other things. Two big decisions for Chelsea, what's going on at Man United, a new name to keep an eye on for the transfer market this summer, and also something on Arsenal, David Raya. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today's video by saying that we are entering into a really important week, really important days, many players to decide their future before the Euros, so we are entering into a crucial phase. For many things, of course, is Mbappe announcement day, guys. For all the details on the Mbappe story, you can go to the video yesterday here on my channel, the entire Mbappe story, the details, the secrets, the salary, everything was this done deal. Mbappe has signed for Real Madrid 5-year contract, comunicado oficial confirmed, and so Mbappe to Real Madrid, the story is over. Meanwhile, guys, also important to say that Kylian Mbappe will not participate to the Olympics, was announced today. Not just Mbappe, but Real Madrid believe that all the players need to stay at the club, and so they don't want to let them go to the Olympics. Also busy for other clubs in England. Crystal Palace are signing Daichi Kamada. It was an exclusive news on Friday. Now we can say here we go, because the agreement between Daichi Kamada and Palace is done on the contract. Medical to take place in London in the next days, and so Kamada about to sign with Crystal Palace, again with his former manager at Eintracht Frankfurt, Oliver Glasner. Ross Barkley to Aston Villa. Here we go soon, because we wait for the final part of this transfer, so the agreement with the player to be signed and the medical test probably at the beginning of July, so be patient, Villa fans, about that. But the agreement between Villa and Luton Town is done. £5 million to Luton Town for Ross Barkley, who is going to join Aston Villa, strongly wanted by Unai Emery, who wanted one more experienced midfielder, quality midfielder, and so Barkley is coming to Aston Villa. Then guys, Arsenal, in the next days, Arsenal will proceed with the formal first signing for next season, David Raya. You remember that last summer I told you it was loan with buy option, David Raya to Arsenal from Brentford, but there was already a pact between Brentford and Arsenal for David Raya to join on a permanent transfer this summer 2024, and now Arsenal will respect the pact by triggering the buy option, £27 million. Mikel Arteta very happy with David Raya. He was pushing for Raya to stay, and so now Raya is about to become new Arsenal player on a permanent transfer for Brentford, as I mentioned, £27 million. And also remember guys, on Arsenal, before the end of new season, new contacts expected between Arteta and Arsenal board to extend his contract, because Arteta has only 1 year left on his contract at Arsenal, but the club wants to continue with him and he's very happy at Arsenal, so talks will proceed between Arsenal and Mick Arteta. Also important to say guys, a lot of movement around Manchester United. Many of you ask me what's going on with Erik ten Hag, waiting for Manchester United final decision, especially waiting for Sir Jim Ratcliffe, new Manchester United co-owner, to decide on the future of Erik ten Hag. What I can tell you guys is that according to my information, even in the last 3-4 days, Manchester United made contact with the agents of other managers. For example, I told you that Thomas Tuchel would be interested in Manchester United job, but there are also other candidates, and Manchester United are speaking to representatives of candidates to make sure they have some option in case they decide to fire Erik ten Hag. But this week is crucial. The decision on Erik ten Hag is coming, in or out, but Man United keep contacts active for a potential replacement of Erik ten Hag. So keep an eye on that one. Then for Manchester United, guys, I told you that they are working to bring in a new right-footed centre-back, for sure. This is one of the priorities of the summer. Todi Boy is in the list, Brandt White is in the list, Gleison Bremer from Juventus is also in the list. So Man United, as soon as they clarify the manager position, will go for a new right-footed centre-back. But Man United are also actively working on the possibility to bring in one more centre-back, a left-footed one. It's not guaranteed yet, but this is something they are considering internally. One of the players they appreciate and they've been scouting is Goncalo Inacio from Sporting. He has release clause in the region of 60 million euros. Goncalo Inacio is being scouted by and monitored by Liverpool and Man United. These two clubs are showing interest in Goncalo Inacio. Let's see if they decide to start a proper negotiation, but the interest is there, the release clause is there, and so Goncalo Inacio could be a really interesting situation ahead of the summer transfer window, with many clubs around Europe looking for left-footed centre-backs, but we know that Liverpool and Manchester United could be in the race for Goncalo Inacio this summer. summer. So keep close eye on that one. And then guys, Chelsea, it's Enzo Maresca day at Chelsea. It's all signed. His contract till June 2029. So the exclusive news from last week is confirmed. 5-year contract for Enzo Maresca, 1-year option also on club side if they want to extend the contract of Maresca till 2030. But what we can say on Chelsea is that 2 important decisions have been made. The first one is on the goalkeeper, because I'm hearing that Robert Sanchez is expected to stay at Chelsea this summer. Despite not having a lot of space under Mauricio Pochettino, he was also injured, but the idea of Sanchez himself and Chelsea with Enzo Maresca is very clear, and is to continue together next season. So Enzo Maresca and Robert Sanchez see the future together. So there is a very good chance to see Robert Sanchez to be the first goalkeeper at Chelsea. They've been exploring the goalkeepers market in the recent weeks, but then when they signed Maresca and they started having conversations with him about the goalkeeper, the name of Robert Sanchez is still highly rated. So let's see what will they decide, whether they want to still bring in a new goalkeeper to compete or to trust Petrovic and Sanchez, with Sanchez now expected to stay at the club, and this is an important update for Chelsea. But also exclusive update on Omari Hutchinson, because Chelsea extended his contract for 1 more season, 2026, so they had an option in that contract and it was triggered, activated. But what I'm able to tell you today is that Chelsea, after discussing also about that with Enzo Maresca, who knows the player because obviously was competing in Championship, he was there with Leicester and the player was there with Ipswich Town, the idea of Chelsea is to sell Omari Hutchinson this summer on permanent transfer. This is the position of the club, to make some profit with Omari Hutchinson. This is what I'm hearing. So Chelsea are opening to proposals, are opening, for example, to clubs to Eredivisie. There is interest from Ajax, Feyenoord showing interest in Omari, but also in Bundesliga. Stuttgart, for example, are showing interest in Omari. Clubs in England, let's see what Ipswich Town will decide to do with McKenna staying at the club. But for sure, Omari Hutchinson will be one to watch in the next weeks, because Chelsea are prepared to sell Omari, and according to my information, the fee they imagine to get for Omari Hutchinson in something in between of 25-30 million pounds. So it could be an interesting situation to follow, the one of Omari Hutchinson, with interest from several countries and with Chelsea prepared to open to his exit in the summer transfer window. Then we know for Chelsea the first signing is already almost done, is already here we go. Tosin Adarabioyo joining the club from Fulham on a free transfer. That deal is verbally done, so everything is okay between Tosin and Chelsea, waiting for medical test, waiting for contract signing, and then Tosin will be new centre-back for Enzo Maresca. But again, Robert Sanchez is expected to stay, is expected to compete for the first goalkeeper position under Enzo Maresca, and Omari Hutchinson is expected to leave Chelsea in this busy summer transfer window. Of course, in the next days we will update also on other positions, because, as I already told you, Chelsea could still look for one more centre-back, because it depends on the future of Chalobah, and also Chelsea will be busy on other positions, winger, striker, so they will cover many positions in the summer transfer window, as well as Manchester United and many other clubs. We will be here to update you on all this stuff. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories. First of all, Kylian Mbappé official to Real Madrid. I want your reaction here in the comments, but also all the other stuff from Ross Barkley to Daichi Kamada and to all the others we mentioned, including Chelsea, Omari Hutchinson, Robert Sanchez, Erik ten Hag, Man United speaking to other managers, many things happening around Europe. David Raya staying at Arsenal. I wait for your opinion here in comments. Like this video, turn on notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio. Ciao.